our role as an organization, as an intermediate organization that seeks funding from institutions, foundations, and individuals in the US and corporations, is to fuel those organizations that are providing that resilience and that mitigation work on the ground and helping communities adapt to these really rough changes in their natural landscape and on the natural resources that they depend on so much. So the best that we can do is keep them strong, make sure the civil society is strong. And now with the absence of US funding, I think that there's an opportunity for the grassroots organizations that exist. It's a great time for them to rise and become protagonists and strengthen their networks. And so as Trees, Water, and People, we see our role as really strengthening those organizations, strengthening those networks, so that these large shocks that happen in the system don't sink organizations that need to stay alive and need to keep going. The stronger that we can make them, the more impact that we'll have.
So in Honduras, our keystone or our most important project, the Clean Cook Stove program, continues to excel, providing more than 1,000 families annually the opportunity to have a clean cook stove in their home, reducing deforestation, improving family health, reducing costs, right? Income and cost of living for these families. In Mexico, our partner Remocav continues to do amazing work on expanding forest protection, while also providing gender equity opportunities for women, especially women who are entering into family-owned businesses that provide them with more economic alternative opportunities.
It's something we pride ourselves on is, opening up these career pathways. The sector itself in natural resource management needs more indigenous peoples, but also young career individuals coming in to fulfill or take on the next generational responsibility of stewardship. And then finally, next week, our Indigenous Lands Program team is set to host our 3rd annual Stewards of the Southwest Summit, which is going to take place in Santa Ana, New Mexico, which is located between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. The importance of this gathering is paramount. Over the last 2 years, in the midst of all the federal changes, shifts, budget cuts, etc., the people who come to these find it really valuable because, first off, it brings together people who have shared knowledge, shared history, shared expertise, and visioning for their long-term protection and preservation of their lands and cultural heritage.
One of our values as an organization is to focus on the horizon. We always think long-term and look beyond the immediate turbulence that we're all experiencing. And like James says, indigenous people are a big part of that. They're 5 to 10% of the global population, but protect 80 to 90% of the world's biodiversity. And so we bet on those indigenous communities that are closest to the source of the challenges and closest to the natural resource relationships that we need to move forward.